Sandra. I'm back to do just a really quick review of Jeffree Star's Velour liquid lipsticks, and I finally have gotten a lot of the collection instead of just one or two, so I feel more comfortable talking about them for just a minute. There's still two colors that I'm stalking, Androgyny and Masochist. I mean, I cannot get them because they haven't been released in like forever. I've gotten them from like 3 different locations because I can get a couple here, a couple there as they become available in different places. This is the individual packaging for the lipstick. It's a beautiful Barbie doll pink, which, I mean, would you really expect anything less from Jeffree? So it has the little stars with his logo on the box. This is the actual product. Super cute. I know that depending on, you know, different launchings, they can have white tops and different colored tops that he releases like special runs for, I guess, holidays and things like that. So I'm gonna go with one I haven't tried yet, Prom Night. This will be new for me as well as you. So I do shake them a little bit just because they are a liquid lipstick and the formula can separate a little bit. When I put it on, I like to turn the wand around sometimes and use the point of the wand to line my lip. I do overline the tiniest bit over here on the bottom because my lips are not even, but it is what it is. That's a trend anyways now, right? To overline your lips. Formula does dry pretty quickly. So the first layer was already drying. I just put a second layer on. I'm gonna give that a moment to dry, but so far I'm going with this as being like a really intense, pretty beautiful pink. Honestly, it's kind of what I thought Doll Parts would be. And Doll Parts on me personally isn't as bright a pink as what I was expecting it to be, but I think this might actually be doing the trick for me. It's really pretty. So I think it's pretty well dried at this point. Oh yes, so not transferring, like really getting in there. Let me like just make out with my hand. So tiny bit of transfer. When you make out, it will transfer the tiniest bit. But if you're not doing that, it should be fine. So that's Prom Night swatched. So I can still feel the product on my lip a little bit. It's not uncomfortable or feel weird or anything. It's just they're sticking together a tiny bit when I purse my lips and then release them. But unless you press down, like when I'm just speaking, I don't really feel it. So it's actually a really nice formula. It goes on really smoothly. It's not patchy. It's like a really beautiful pigment too. It's got nice pigmentation. So I'm gonna take this off, see how easily it comes off. And then maybe I'll swatch out the others just really super quickly, depending on how much of this one I can even get off. To be honest, they have some serious staying power, so. Unicorn Blood. Pretty intense, kind of a, it's like a brown burgundy, if that makes any sense at all. And I've used this color, but what I've used it for is actually to go in and create definition like in the corners of the lips with another red. So it just kind of to deepen and add depth to the lip. I've not used this as an all over lip color. It's pretty dramatic. It's actually a really nice color. I just haven't used it that way. So that one is Unicorn Blood. Redrum. So this is Redrum. And I'm not lining my lips. I'm not going and cutting back in with any correction. So if they're not just right, I apologize. But this is mostly for the colors. Redrum. This is the color that I actually used the Unicorn Blood with along the edges to add the dimension and Spice it up. Not that it, that's awesome. It fell in my teeth. Not that it needs to be spiced up because, I mean, look at it. But I hate to take it off. I like it a lot. I don't want to take it off. This one is I'm Nude, and this is one of my favorite nude lips of all time. So this is I'm Nude, and normally I would put a little Marc Jacobs Sugar Sugar gloss on top. Just takes it to a little another level, I think. Elevates it. So pretty. Gemini is next. So this one's a really beautiful color too. Really like this color as well. I like all of them. I mean, let's be real. And you guys, I'm just back in from work, so if I look rough, I do apologize. It's just one of those things. I gotta do this when I can do it. I don't got time to be playing around. Dos más. Dos más. Celebrity Skin. I have not used this one yet either. This one's a really pretty nude as well. It's more taupe. It's not as nude as I'm Nude, fittingly so. So that's Celebrity Skin. Sorry, I'm looking at my viewfinder a lot, but I'm trying to make sure it's focusing for you guys. Now, lastly but not leastly, I have Rich Blood, one of his newest ones. Look like I'm eating this. I swear I'm not eating it. Okay. Oh damn, I just went out of my line. So I don't know if it's just me or not, but I'm assuming it's because it's a glittered product. It does have a lot of glitter in it. The application wasn't quite as smooth as the others. It was a bit thicker, didn't go on as thin, and I had trouble, like with all the others, I would turn the wand around and use the back side of the wand to do the outline. And it works pretty well for me normally without having to use like a brush to do it. This one I may have to use a brush in the future. My line got a little ganky in a few places where normally I don't think it would have, because the product itself is a little bit thinner with the other colors. But other than that, it's a beautiful color. The shimmer does look a little bit patchy to me though. It's not as uniform, and it's definitely stickier. Like, I don't know if you can see that, how much it's actually stickier. Now again, I've also tried on, this is my 7th lipstick, and wiped off in between each one, so I don't know if that's potentially affecting the application too. But color wise, it's really, really beautiful. I just kind of wish the shimmer was more uniform. Feel like in the center of my lip, the shimmer's pretty well gone. It's more staying along the outside edges. I don't know what that's about, but I will keep using it and see if that changes when maybe I'm just using it by itself, or maybe when I'm using it with a lip primer, because I did not prime my lip between any of these or before any of these, so that could affect it as well. And I will play with it and let you know, because if I change my mind, I would like to let you know. I don't want you to think that it's always patchy if it's not. And Jeffree, if you're listening, if you're out there watching this one day, could you please hook a girl up with some androgyny and some masochist, please, okay? Because I have been stalking, especially androgyny, for months. I'm saying probably since February. I have been just straight up like stalker mode. Yes, and I can't get it. So, I mean, I can get it probably like on eBay or some crap like that, but I prefer to get it from you directly, or another source that I'm actually familiar and comfortable with. So, hook us up. Hook us up, please. We want it. We need it. Okay, guys. That was it. I've wiped off again, and I'm probably going to go get in the shower, to be honest with you. Until next time, Bye. Remember, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, please, 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 before you go. Don't forget, do it now. Just do it. Just do it. You know you want to. You know you want to. And I will see you next time. I have some Kylie Jenner lip kits that I've just gotten in that I want to do a full review on. So I've gotten several of those. The metals and the mattes. And I've got the new Peaches palette that just came in. I'm so excited. Word on the street is that's coming back this fall, you guys. So I'm excited to do a review for you for those that are considering potentially getting it when it's re-released. And I will see you next time. Bye. After filming my review, I decided I wanted to go back and give Rich Blood another shot. I didn't want to wait for another video to talk about it. I wanted to give it a fair chance. I didn't feel like I really did that last time. So what I did was I cleaned my lips, and instead of using this after having used 7 or so lipsticks prior to putting this on, I decided to go straight in with this one and see what happens. I did prime my lips this time too, which I didn't do before, and I used Anastasia's lip primer. So I just started using that. And it's pretty good. It's mostly, in my opinion, more of a moisturizing balm, and it does kind of help the lipstick go on a little more smoothly. So I just started using it though. So here we go. So I would say, gosh, I may have just been out of the screen the entire time, which is awesome. I mean, you don't need to see. You guys know how to put freaking lipstick on anyways, right? So we'll just skip that part and get to the goods. Basically, it did go on a lot more smoothly with the primer, and having made sure my lips were a little more cleaned, and I did exfoliate too, a little bit, not a lot, just a little scrub, and then prime. So it did go on much more smoothly. The glitter is not patchy like it was the first time, and it's maybe a little tiny bit thicker than the others. It definitely has more transfer than the others. I don't know why that would be. It's not drying like the others, and that could be because I use the primer too. So who knows, but it feels good. It looks amazing. I'm gonna come in. So definitely much better after not using, you know, 6 or 7 lipsticks in a row and then putting it on. Another thing I didn't talk about is the price point on this product is about $18. No matter where you get it from, the price is pretty much the same. And one other thing that I did want to mention was these lipsticks have like a different smell to them. They don't smell like some liquid lipsticks smell really sweet or whatever. Now I know that these are vegan and cruelty free. It's almost like a medicinal smell. It's just different to me. It's almost like a flavored cough syrup, how you would expect that to smell. I don't want to put anyone off by that because they're amazing lipsticks, and the color, the pigmentation is awesome. The formula is great. It's smooth. It doesn't go on patchy. It doesn't go on too thick. They dry really nicely. The transfer is usually pretty low. This one, again, I don't know if it maybe because I primed it and it's not allowing it to set like it should. None of the others did that, so I would imagine that could be playing a role. Overall, the biggest gripe I have about these is the fact that you can never get them, or you can hardly ever get them. They're almost always sold out no matter where you're trying to get them from. They have very limited availability, so I just feel like for me, I have a few of them that I absolutely am obsessed with and I wear them a lot, and I just feel like, what am I going to do when I run out? When I run out, I have to wait for them to come back in, or I have to like pre-order them before I'm even close to being out just to be safe, so I make sure I have them, and I have to stalk websites to see when they're coming out and see when they're going to be released, like you know, Jeffree's Instagram or whatever, which maybe that's his plan, I don't know. But that's probably my biggest gripe about it. Other than that, I think they're amazing. products. So that is officially it, the end of this review. I just wanted to come and make that little addendum, and I will be shortly putting together my Memorial Day weekend little vlog time with my family, and I'll see you next time. Remember, be you, do you, worry about you. Of Jeffree Star's liquid lipsticks, his Velour liquid lipsticks line. So so this is I'm Nude, and normally I put a little sugar on top of this with Marc Jacobs. With Marc Jacobs. No, not with him. I don't know him. I forgot to shake it.
Shake, 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 Sinora, shake your body line. Whoop. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake it all.
And so the hat is not to be cool, okay? It is not for that reason, although I don't have a problem with that. I don't even know why I'm telling you this, honestly. You don't care. I know you don't care. Never mind. Or not. Don't do that at all. Don't. That's so fucking cheesy. That's my cue. I got to go.